Hello and welcome to my playthrough of Final Fantasy Tactics. This is the 5th battle in the game, Sandrat Cellar. If you've been following along, you'll notice I'm making some changes to my team for this match. Ramza is now a priest, Timothy here is a monk, and Suzanne is now a wizard. Maybe get into that a little bit later. In the meantime, for those of you who haven't been following along, just let me mention that I'm trying to play through the game without doing any random battles. In other words, I'm not able to level outside of the story missions. Probably not going to be too big of a deal here. I'm a little bit behind in terms of levels, but this is the kind of fight that you can take down with a solid strategy as opposed to needing high-powered guys, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Now, since we can see the map, I'll talk a little bit about the strategy now. If you watch my Mandalia Plains video, I talked a bit about choke points there, and here choke points are even more obvious. You've got a building with just these two doors, and all melee units on the inside except for that one archer. So if I'm able to block the two doors, then the melee units won't be able to deal with me, and I can send range damage in at them. So that's what Suzanne's there for. She's going to be casting fireballs through the wall, basically, into the building, and I'm going to try to have my other guys stand in front of the door. Delita on this side is an archer, so that we can get some range damage, although with the bow gun, that's a little bit tricky. And Algus is a knight, basically on the premise that he might stand in the doorway there, but he did not, unfortunately. And it looks like he's going to get shot. Fortunately, nobody's moving out of the doors yet. He can't get out of the doors, so I guess we're fine on that side. Unfortunately, it looks like this monk here is moving out on this side, so we're only going to be able to pin one of the doors. Might be able to salvage this one. We'll see what happens. So now we get to choose what to do with Ramza. He could try to load Protect onto Delita since the monk got out. That's kind of awkward, though. I'd like to also get Ilya, and Protect doesn't have good vertical range, so she'd have to stand in a weird position for that to work. I think instead I will move him over here and try to heal the other fight. Now, Steel Heart's probably the better option. It's only 53% though, so let's check the damage first. Yeah, I'm probably going to stick with Steel Heart here. Hopefully it works. Yes, so might still be able to salvage this side, I don't know. This side, however, we definitely have pinned, so Timothy can move in, block the door, and punch this guy. I made him a monk basically because I needed someone a little bit tanky to stand in the door, but he didn't need all the HP of a knight, and I would rather be getting job points as a monk because there are some really amazing monk abilities. And now it is Suzanne's turn, so I'm going to be able to fry these guys who are stuck in the traffic jam behind the door. So let's just move her in and get that fireball going. And probably want to take a look just to make sure I'm actually hitting the right spot. Yes, so I'm going to hit all three, and this ought to be good. No, first we're going to have to deal with this. It's quite a bit of damage on Algus, actually. But again, he's a knight, so we can soak it up, no problem. So that's really good. And we've even got the first guy into critical range. And that guy can't do anything. He's a knight stuck in a traffic jam. This guy, on the other hand... Oh, he's going to knock the monk out of the charm, which is kind of unfortunate. At least he wasn't hitting one of my guys, although this guy is hitting Timothy and then pulling out. Oh, so we got Ramza, so I can just heal that right away. Let's see, I might have range from it. Yes, actually I can cast from here. This is actually a great spot. I can hit both of the doorways. So had I gotten both, I could have just cured everything from here. Now we've got Delita getting some space, and it's taking this guy down into the critical range. So... Oh, we got Algus over here. And he's going to rush in and crit. So that's actually... And we've got the archer at just 14 HP. So these guys are all pretty close to dead. And then we got the monk over here. He's still stuck in a traffic jam, which is good news for us. Not so good news that this guy's running around punching people for 27 still, although with just 5 HP, he's pretty much done. I don't really want to move her in, though, because then I'd have to move Ramza out to try to heal, so I'd rather go for a charmed person on one of these two. 53 is not so... 41 is even worse. I guess we're trying for the knight. Yes, that'll work. And now I will actually move her back so that she's a little bit harder for these guys to chase. And a little bit easier for Ramza to heal. And now I think, yeah, that doorway is completely blocked, so let's heal Algus a little bit since he's getting shot by the archer so much. And we've got Suzanne moving again, and these guys are all lined up for another fireball, so let's do that. The mage damage is really good on this map when you've got all these guys stuck clustered behind this wall. Plus, you can cast through the wall onto squares that you can't actually see. So, I mean, it's basically perfect. So here we go with the fire. Again. Oh, we're actually going to get both. So, we've pretty much wiped out this side. We just need to finish that archer. He's only at 14. So I can focus entirely on this side now, pretty much. So let's heal up Elia, because she got kind of beat up, although, yeah. Who's this Nash guy who's going before her? Okay, it's the knight, so it doesn't matter if he charges. Although I guess the other guy, he's at full, so it doesn't matter if they catch a heal, so I'm just going to throw the heal straight at her. Oh, and it looks like Nash the Knight is going to... Yes, he's going to finish off the monk. So now we're just down to 3, and basically down to 2 since this... Although he's going to survive a little bit longer, because I can't get the monk over to him, unfortunately. So let's just... Either he's going to hit the archer with his next turn, or he's going to need to run towards the other battle. So let's just move him over here, because that kind of accomplishes both. 24, so she's mostly good. The lead is a bit hurt, unfortunately. So I'm going to try the monk. Only 15, unfortunately. Oh, Algus is going to charge in here. 35. Well, that takes care of that side completely now. And on this side, we really just have this monk now. For now, the knight is still charmed, so we're in pretty good shape. So just run up and whack the monk. Gonna take a few more hits, unfortunately. And these guys are completely out of position, so let's just run them across the map. I don't think she has anything else she can do. No, that's not very useful. Could potion for 1. Might be a bit much. Let's get Delita. Or actually, I think, yeah, Ilya's not that hurt, but there's no harm in topping her off. So I'll just move Ramza in a little bit closer so that I can get a heal on both of them. Yeah, let's do that. And charging over into the main fight. We're going to get the Charmed Knight in here now. Yeah, he's going to have that guy down to 3. So he's basically done too. Might be able to finish him off with a fireball. That'd be pretty nice. 5. Oh. Everyone in the dog is going to go before her fireball goes off, so he'd just move out. Let's wait for next turn. Maybe I can hit the knight. Yeah, Charm is up, so he's the next target. Delita does finish off the monk, so it's just the knight now. Let's get around behind him. solid 20 damage. That Mithril Dagger really is doing her a world of good. Delita, I think, is hurt, so yeah, hurt enough to justify a heal, that's for sure. Nobody's going to run in there, so I don't need to worry about the knight healing himself. But I think I'll move behind Delita just so that he doesn't, or isn't able to charge Ramza if he wants. Alright, let's just get in there and finish him off, or at least put some more damage on there. That's unfortunate. Maybe a fireball will land instead. No, he's going to move out, so I can't just drop it next to him, unfortunately. Wait. So, we're in great shape now. Everyone's pretty much topped off. It's just one knight left. Of course, he does still hit like a truck, so I guess I'll need to get her out of there. Of course, he's going down pretty fast, so that's not going to matter too much. Probably just want to hit him and bail. We'll leave him at 4 if it hits, and it does. Let's get her out of there then. Now, he's too far away for a fireball, so I think what I'm going to do then is move her over here and try... No, not quite. Yes. Let's land a potion on her. Suzanne really is the MVP of this match with all that fire damage, so she deserves a few more JP, I think. And what to do? He's basically critical range. I'd kind of like to get that treasure chest, but yeah, Algus and Delita are just going to be all over this guy. I don't even have MP on Ramza, so let's just finish this. Move in Timothy, see if he can get this guy. Be nice to land a hit. Seems to have problems with that. Not there, though. Alright. That'll wrap up Sandrat's Cellar. We've only got 4 fights left in Chapter 1 now. That includes, of course, Wygraff's first fight and the big chapter finale, so stick around, those should be good.